What's the best way to stay up to date on all my tasks? Hi, this is Eliot from Workload. In this video, we'll be building a workflow starting with a new task in Google Task, and then we'll be importing that information into a new card in Trello. Let's build a workflow. So we're going to start here at the Workload editor, and we're going to give our workflow a title. So this is going to be Google Tasks to Trello card. And we'll click inside of our trigger box, and we'll select our app for our trigger, which is going to be Google Tasks. And our event is going to be a new task. Make sure we're connected to Google. Now I'm going to choose which task list I want this trigger to be monitoring. That's going to be my funsies task list. So whenever there's a new task added to that specific list, that's going to initiate this workflow. And we'll test our trigger. And a new task was found. Eat a juicy peach. So that's going to be what we use in order to build this workflow. So I'm going to click continue. And then for my action, I'm going to use Trello for my app. And the event is going to be to create a card. And make sure I'm connected to Trello. So the board I want to put this task onto, or this new Trello card I'm creating onto, will be my test board. And the list I want it on is going to be the most personal list. And then the name I'm going to import from that trigger. So I'm going to click inside the box, come down to my drop-down menu, and find the title of that task. And then the description is going to be the description from the task. The card position is just telling Trello the order you want to put the cards in when you make a new one. So do you want the new ones to come onto the top, or do you want the new ones to come to the bottom? So we'll say top. We don't really need an image for this. We can pick a color. So all of these new tasks that I'm adding from my Funsy task list will show up as this color. So we'll say orange. So whenever we make a new task in our Funsies task list, it'll show up as an orange card in Trello. And then the start date is the due date from Google Tasks. So we'll click continue, and we'll test our action, and we have a success. So we can click continue, and then we'll check over on Trello. You can see our Eat a Juicy Peach task has been added to our Trello board. And if I click here, you can see it has the description and it has the date it starts here as well. So we have a successful workflow. Come back over to the workload editor. Make sure there's a green dot in the upper corner of each one of our nodes. And then we can activate our workflow. And now every time there's a new task added to that specific task list in Google Tasks, it will create a card in Trello. That's how you can use Workload to integrate Google Tasks and Trello. Please like this video, or click here to subscribe to our channel, or click here to get more content from Workload about how to make your business practices flow more smoothly. And I will see you next time.